All right, everyone. Hello, hello. We are going live. Remember that with YouTube, there is about a 20-second delay from what you hear me say or what I'm saying now to when you get it, and vice versa if you ask a question. So once you join the live stream, head over down to the comments and type the number one if you can hear me. Type the number one in the comments if you can hear me so I can make sure that you are receiving nice audio on the feed. Uh, Good morning. Good morning. So, here, good morning. Okay, so I'm getting some ones on here. Awesome. So, I definitely know that audio is coming through. And let me just start by telling you we're going to get to the charts in the next 40 minutes. I want to cover crude oil, I want to cover gold, and I'll probably cover one of the indices as well. So let me just put a few of these real quick on the screen. Hey, Suhir, good morning, my friend. Good to see what you wrote in the members area. This person don't have a name, but thank you so much for being here. What's good? What's good? JCY, Scott Austin, one of our newer members. Good to see you, my friend. Uh, I don't know. I'm going to call you Dad because I wouldn't know how to say your name. Welcome, welcome, and good to see you here as one of our newer members as well. Man, I'm feeling tired today. I don't know about you, but it was a relaxing weekend. But I think that I went for a 4 mile walk up a couple bridges, and maybe that just took it out of me. But I'm feeling a little tired this morning. Just going to be straight up honest with you. Like I'm low on the energy. I just had my nice healthy meal here for lunch, and now I've got to do a cup of coffee. And by the way, shout out to one of our members from Norway who sent me this beautiful cup from the country. Absolutely love it. So they wanted to remain anonymous. They didn't want me to share their name, but thank you so much. I'm using the coffee cup. So thank you. Okay, well, let's get into it here. We have about 20 people right now on the live stream. Again, if you want more of these, you know what to do. It's on the message up there. Hey, Daniel, good to see you, my friend. All right, let's jump into crude oil. Now, for those of you that are in the members group, good to see the discipline. I was very happy to see some of the discipline in there where some of you, maybe got in at the wrong time, but you close your trades. And then some of you have just been killing these areas right in here. So, again, for those of you that maybe don't know how to do this, let me cover this real quick. Okay. And why I set this Fibonacci level here is because what I wanted to do is go from this high. I don't use this candle right here. I use where the high was, and then because here we began the retracement down. So I like to use the high of that wick down to these lower wicks, right? So I just go from this high to this low right in here. And again, we've been crushing the fib levels, as well. So again, for those of you that always watch my videos, we talk about this area right in here, which would really be like the 78.6 or so. How that is like an awesome level because the 61.8. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I always talk about these levels up here. Okay, my bad. I put them in the wrong spot. Okay. But we always talk about the 61.8. Like the 61.8 has given us so much value, especially with crude oil, right? But when you do get price to come up here, this is kind of like the blue light special, right? If you get price to come up here, right, then you're going to definitely be able to almost guaranteed grab those 20 points that we like to take at a time. So for those of you that are, fairly newer, we really look for 20 points at a time, right? And 20 points means, because I know I'm going to get asked, 20 points means a change in price by 20 cents. So if we go from, 82 to 82.50, that would be 50 points. So we're really just looking for multiple 20-point entries throughout the day, because if you can just do this consistently, most people are trying to grow a small account. Some of you have bigger accounts on futures, okay? And I've traded in futures, and the same principle applies, right? I don't get greedy. I grew my accounts to where I grew my accounts not by getting greedy, because when you get greedy, you end up losing more money. So, 20 points at a time is the standard that we look for. And then if you want to trail it, if you want to let it ride, if you want to close out half, if you want to take some profits, that's up to you. But I think everyone who's in this members area will attest, since they started doing this with me, they've been very, very successful. If you're changing your mindset and your focus instead of always hitting the home run, especially in this market today. Okay. So, you definitely want to, go ahead and just use caution when it comes to that. And I'll be monitoring the chats. Hey, Sabrina, good to see you on here. Samara, good to see you on here. Hey to you. This other name here, I don't even know how to pronounce your name, so I apologize. But thank you for being here as well. And maybe you'll teach me how to say your name the right way so I don't butcher it. Okay, so let's get over to crude oil because I do want to cover gold and one more. So really right now, if you look at crude oil, we're going to kind of be in this pattern right in here, right? This pattern eventually is going to break, but this is a scalper's paradise because if I drop this into the 15-minute chart, okay, for me earlier today, I took a earlier reversal, but I took it on the 15-minute chart from this level up back in here. Okay, now if you look here, this is still Sunday open. And then if you look at the bottom, this is the midnights. This is 1 o'clock. This candle right here, just to give you perspective. Okay, now this is based on Eastern Standard Time. This candle here is what took off opening of London session at 3 a.m. It created a high during London session at 5:30, which was right here. Okay, that's 5:30 a.m. So if you look over here now, right, we have broken the London high. Okay, now the London low was down here. Okay, and we have come back down to the London low. We haven't broke it, but we've come down to the London low. So we are kind of in this area here that we consistently get rejection. And again, congratulations to all of you that took entries near the 61.8. I think I talked about it on the Sunday analysis. I'm looking more to be a seller of crude oil than a buyer of crude oil. I still see that we're going to hit upper 70s. That's just a feeling of mine, but I'm going to trade what I see. So, here you can kind of see, but I don't want you to get so focused in thinking that every time for the rest of your life that price comes in this area, it is going to reject it because at some point it is going to break out of that pattern. Now, that is a good in the meantime. Today may just be a day that we just consolidate. And I love consolidation because it makes a very easy risk to reward scenario. I can grab 5 points, close, 5 points, close, 5 points, close. And that's the way you build, your account little by little. So you can definitely work in this area until, oh man, so good. Oh, nothing like black coffee. Good Colombian coffee, by the way. Until a candle closes above or below that zone. So, as you are looking here for right now, hey, I would love it if we stay here for another 4 days, right? Because then I'll just be crushing 510 at a time. But we know something is going to happen, and that is probably not going to happen. Okay. So, as we look at, let me close this for a minute, and I'm going to hide the drawings. I'm going to go to our day chart. And so, oops, let me delete that. If we look at our day chart, right, and we look at this, if I mark something up, the other stuff's going to come up, and I'd rather not put it on there right now. If you look at the day chart, we're kind of in this pattern. We went lower, we went higher. We're kind of in this doji pattern right now on this green candle, which is today, Monday, November 6th. right? Again, unless today's candle, right, closes above 82.50, I still see selling pressure coming back down. Now, we have not been able to close below 80. So we kind of been stuck around that $80 mark. So again, if we close below 80, then we're going to, start heading down towards this next level of about 78 that I talked about on the video, right? Obviously, when we not go straight to 77, we'll stop at 79, we'll stop at 78, and what have you. But I think today's candle is going to be very important. So it's a tricky candle. Unless any major news comes out, it's not really showing any major buyers or sellers. If we were to close up here, then I can say, okay, we might see the next level going up higher. But unless something happens, I don't see us closing higher than 82.60. I may be wrong, but it's just what I see right now at about 12 noon. I don't see the buyers coming in for that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this chart. I'm going to go back to the 1 hour. I'm going to go back, and don't forget, if you want more of these and you're getting some value, don't forget to hit that like button for me. I would appreciate it. So we're kind of in here, and this is kind of what we're doing. And again, this is a great place for you on a smaller time frame, even the 5-minute, right, to just scalp away. 5-10 points at a time matter. That's how you can build your account little by little, right? So that's kind of where we've been at now. Would I sell from here now? Think it's going to go down? No, I would wait to see if price can come back up. Okay. I would wait to see if price comes back down, let it come back up, see what it does, and then sell back down. I would not sell from here because price can reverse and go back up there. Okay. Now looking at, this price action right here, and I'm going to be going to some questions here in a minute if we have any, right? We did make, just on this analysis, right? We did make a higher. We had a higher low. We did make a higher high. This here made even based on this over here, it's still considered a lower high. Then we made a higher high. Here we did not make, but we're still trending down in this area. So this is going to be our key area right here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Let's put a nose and let's put a happy face. And look at that, what we got here. So this is going to be a key area right in here that we have to really respect and look at, right? When price comes back up here, it's come up here a lot. It might break, it might not. So look at price action. But if you want to sell again, I would sell up closer to the Fibonacci level, okay? Now, just looking at this right here, let me make this a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to go to the comments. Again, you don't have to sit on one fib level, because just by the naked eye, because I've done this so many times, if you now take that high to this low, look where price just rejected 40 minutes ago, right at the 61.8. So again, use these fib levels. If you have not seen the video on the fib levels, I have a video that I dedicated to just how to trade crude oil with the fib levels, and I'll be showing you that. At the end of the video, I'll put the link. I'll put the link in this live when I'm done, because I'm going to go for about 40 minutes, and then I've got to be somewhere. So definitely I'll drop that link in there, okay? So awesome. Let me take a look at the comments real quick. Susanna, hello, Dad. I got you, Sam. So Alex, the news that comes out every Wednesday is the crude oil report. It's like an inventories report. Or are we low on barrels or are we high on barrels? And again, back in the day when the market ran the right way, bad report, it went up. Good report, it went down. In today's market, I can't even guarantee you that's the case anymore. There's a lot of market manipulation going on right now. So we'll see what that report says. But for me, honestly, I really don't even care less about the report. I don't trade at the time of the report. I wait till the report reacts, and then I'll look for support and resistance in those areas there. Okay. And again, for those of you in the members area, I'll update our charts as we go forward and things of that nature. Okay. So that is our take on crude oil. We can see here now that we had this nice rejection of the 61.8 based on this price action, right? And then now we've dropped. So if your goal was my goal of just, grabbing 20 points. That was 20 points right there, back at the 38.2. So that's all it takes. I mean, that's really all it takes. Like, you should not be. I'm going to go to gold here in just a minute, but let me go full camera here. Like, you should really not be stressing trading. I think so many people make trading stressful, and I think there's just way too many people on the internet, right, with flashy videos and $10,000. And listen, you don't got to make trading hard, right? You can, if you have a set area and you tell yourself, hey, if it goes 5, 6 points above that, I'm just going to close and take a 5-point loss, because if I win the one of 20, wow, right? So don't make trading difficult. Just slow it down. Be patient. Take the loss when you have to take the loss. Take 5, 10-point loss, regroup, and find the next entry. I can guarantee you're going to be so much more successful. Your account's not going to be depleted. You're not going to feel like crap going into the weekend. Some of you probably didn't sleep this weekend, hoping that the market would open in your favor on Sunday night. Don't live life like that. Just one trade at a time. I promise you, one trade at a time. And in 4 years, if we're all still here together, I'm going to tell you, I told you so. I told you so. So just slow it down. There's no rush. This market's not going anywhere. This market will be open tomorrow with or without you. So don't sacrifice your mental health. Don't sacrifice a heart attack because you're stressed over trading. Trading should be fun. Trading should be in a group of people like this, in a community, kind of get in and get out, and that's it. Be a thief of the trading market, okay? Be a thief of the trading market. Once you change your mindset, man, trading becomes easy. Then you start getting a little bit better. You're setting sell limits and buy limits. You're sleeping, you're waking up, poof, profits. Like, oh man, that was pretty cool, right? So that's the way I want to eventually get everyone here to trading, not to be stressed out about trading. Like trading should just be an extra arm that you have, helping you go throughout the day. Okay. So let's get back to the chart. I know some of you have asked me about gold. So let's take a gold, which has been crazy as well. Man, this is just beautiful. Like this, for those of you that have never seen these analyses, like you should really be taking a look. I'm going to make it smaller at this area right here, how the Fibonacci level was drawn, even within a 2-hour time frame, to grab a perfect entry at the 61.8. So if you have not yet watched that video, again, you'll find that under my videos, but I just made myself a note to put the link as a pinned comment when this live is over on YouTube. So go back and watch it. If you've seen it once, watch it again. You can find this over and over, and especially if you're more patient into that 88.6 area, a lot of times it does go past the 61. You'll catch even a better price up here. Okay, let's jump over to gold, and let's see what gold is doing. All right, cool. So let's start with our daily chart. All right. Hey, if you're getting some value so far, drop the word value in the comments. If you are getting value, drop the word value in the comments. Y gracias a todos que hablan español. Bienvenido a mi gente en español. Thank you to my Spanish viewers, and I wish I knew other languages. In French, s'il vous plaît, merci. Anyways, I want to learn a third language. Anyways, okay. So let's go to gold. Let's go to gold. Thank you for all the value, Sam, Sabrina, Alex, Samira, the number. Put a name on your YouTube channel. Stop using numbers so we can call you by name. Okay, so we are looking at gold. Now, I don't know about you, but for me on my broker, there is still a gap here. Okay, so go look at your broker. And for me, this is now week 3 that this gap has not closed, right? We won't see it here on TradingView, but in my broker, there is a big gap in this area. So if you open up your phone broker or your MT4 or your futures, and you see a gap somewhere down there in the 1930s or 20s, let me know in the comment if you see a gap on your broker, because mine is still nice and wide open. All right, let me get a cup of coffee here. So we are sitting in a crucial area on the daily. Okay, we're sitting at a level of support that was also resistance on several occasions, right? So we have to take a look at this area. Nothing is going to happen with selling anything else down. And I know this is a pretty big area, right? It's 30 more pips until we get a candle to close down in here somewhere. In my opinion, we got to get a candle to close. Okay. Preferably a daily candle. In this case, I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to tell you a daily candle. Let's make this red before we have some type of confirmation. Because if you know right here, this was a wick. So we came down, but look what we closed, right? We did not close down here. So we've got to get some type of candle confirmation to do maybe something like this, where it closes, this wick retested it, and then price came all the way down to about 1953 before it retraced. So that's kind of what we are looking at. But let me take a look at the comments and see if we have. Okay, so Sabrina's telling me she still has a gap. Mine doesn't anymore. Eeks. That's funny. Maybe your broker doesn't want you to know that. Christian is saying he's got a gap at 1840, not 1930. Wow. Okay. But there is a gap around that 1930 area. Guaranteed. That's funny though. Samira, your broker doesn't want you to keep selling gold. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead now. So on the day chart, I would kind of, if you want to take a screenshot of this, again, mark this up because again, I think 19. I'm going to say to play it safe. 1978. We have to have a daily candle. I'm going to put it here real quick. Way too big. Let's go 24. Let's go daily candle must close below. What did I say? 1978. I think that will give us the initial push back down and the change of this. And then if we get a candle to close down here, I want to see this same thing happen. Kind of some type of retracement back in this area. And then we come down to eventually close these gaps or go lower on crude. I mean, on crude oil, on gold. Again, just a quick reminder that gold is riding what's going on in Israel as well. Gold is considered to be a safe haven coin, just like silver. So again, that's why gold during this whole Israel situation is the reason why it went up so much, because it's a safe haven. Okay, so people buy gold when markets are unsure about what's going to happen. Times of war, times of recession, gold goes extremely high. So if there's any news that the war breaks out to another level, right, you're going to probably see gold go up again. If there's any news of a ceasefire, of a truce, gold is going to drop rapidly. Okay. But the markets will react to that much faster than we will know that. So again, we're going to trade what we see and things of that nature. And I'm going to be breaking this down here in just a minute. Yeah, Sabrina, that's a good recommendation for Samira. Yep. Jump over to mine. And again, if you need the link, just let me know. All right. So let's go to gold now. Let's go to 4 hours. Let's kind of see what's happening on the 4 hour. Let me get rid of this because we really don't need it now. You've already highlighted that. All right, cool beans. So we are going to take a look at the 4 hour. So this is what we know. Okay. Actually, let me go to the 1 hour because I want to see what it's done here. So let's take a look at today. Let's kind of focus in on today and see where we're at and see where the price action is saying. What was this candle? That was Friday. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So here is our London session candle. Okay, just like oil, it went up. Okay, so we broke the London high right there. We came to the London high, and we've already broken the London low by coming here. So I like to do this because it gives me a range, right? I can really focus in on this area here. Now on the 1 hour, we definitely want to not discount this area here. We don't want to discount this area here, acted both as support and resistance, as you can see here. You can see here. And then, you know, for the past, we see these ultimate highs over here. Let me move this down. Remember, this is for the daily candle. This candle just needs to drop a little bit of weight now. It got fat. And then this has been our peak up here since all of this started, right about 2010 or so has been that peak up there. Okay, so we've kind of been working in these areas. And then let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so this low right here that happened back, this wick right here, this wick happened back in Wednesday of last week. Okay, we're coming here. Like we're coming. I think we're coming back here. I think we're coming back to this wick at some point to grab liquidity that's sitting from this price quickly going up. And don't forget, we still have a gap way down here. Okay, so my opinion and a shout out. I do want to give a shout out to Suhir in our group, who's just been patiently. Oh man, I didn't know I was in multi-view camera. My bad. Who has been patiently selling oil, not oil. I'm stuck on oil. Selling gold. Every time gold goes up, we sell down. I've been doing the exact same thing. So I'm 100% a seller of gold. I am not looking to buy gold because I know there's this thing down here, right? There's this thing down here that eventually has to close. So I am just looking for pullbacks, retracements up on gold to sell. And you can make a nice profits doing that. Okay. Now watch this. Pay attention. Pay attention, everybody. Pay attention. The professor's going to show you something. Here we go. Watch how easy this was right here. Price started going down here. This was our low at the time where price reacted right here, right here. Let's zoom in here. And look where price went to. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. The 61.8. And we dropped how many pips? When I started whispering, I'm trying to make a point. 87 pips. That could be a trading week for most people. That would definitely be almost, that is 2 to 3 days of trading for me, right? I look for 20 to 40 a day. So that's a couple of days of trading that I'd be just chilling, not even looking to get back in the markets, right? I missed that one. I was doing other stuff. I missed that one. I did not trade that one. But again, folks, this is how easy this can become. If you just take a little time, instead of wasting time watching junk on TV or listening to crap on the radio, spend an hour and go through your favorites, mark up your charts, look at how price reacts. And if you see that the 61.8 on a 1 hour, 15-minute chart is hitting 80% of the time, why would you not be sitting there? 50% traders make money because they have a good stop loss. They have a good risk management program, right? So, but what are you doing on the weekends? You know what I do on the weekends, even though I've been doing this? I look at different charts, right? I coach people privately. I send them charts of things that they're looking at as well. But even for me, I look at charts. I set my alerts. I don't sit at home. Like right now, I'm about to go out and do some stuff. I don't sit at home. I let the alerts on TradingView tell me, hey, price is here now. Go look at it. I don't sit at home. That's just what I don't do. So again, I have a nice setup here, dual monitors, lights and whatever, but I'm never here because if trading becomes a job for me and it becomes like another chore, I wouldn't do it, right? I did this to break away and have that freedom to be anywhere in the world, traveling and be able to jump in the market whenever I feel like it's the right time to jump in the market. So again, you don't have to be a slave to trading. If you're a slave to trading, you're doing it the wrong way. You're doing it the wrong way, right? Unless you want to be on Wall Street watching tickers and charts and have stress sitting in front of a computer watching things go up and down. No. If you want to be able to get in and find the best opportunities once or twice a day, get in, get out, and go throughout your day. That's what trading is for me. And that's what I want trading for you as well. Okay. Mike, oh my God, I got a comment on my hair. I'm letting it grow a little bit. I'm usually high and tight, but man, I'm letting it grow a little bit. So thank you, Sabrina. At my age, I'm still lucky to have hair. My dad was completely bald at 21. So I'm extremely blessed to have still some hair. Okay, so gold. And I'm going to do one indice real quick. We've been running how long? We've been running for a while now. Let me see here. We've been running 30 minutes. Okay, I got about 10, 15 more minutes. I want to give you value. So, as we look at, let me take this off real quick. Okay, as we look at gold, I'm only going to be a seller of gold. So going back on this 4-hour chart, okay, we see here that we've gotten rejection here and here. So there's a good chance that we may go a little bit higher in gold on the 4-hour chart. So where am I going to sit for gold next? I'm going to sit for gold right here. I'm going to draw a boom. And like I would love for gold to come back up here. Like if gold can come back up, right? Another 10 pips up. I mean, yeah, or that would be 100 from 8. It's 1983 now. If it can come up to about 1993 to 94, 61 point area, this is where I'm looking to capture, gold opportunities anywhere in this area. I'll make this yellow. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, that's where I'm looking. If gold can come back up there, right? I'm looking to sell gold back here. If anyone's going to ask me about when should I get out of gold if it continues going, you should get out of gold at the 100 level, okay? Because if it goes higher than this wick, it's probably going to go higher. So I'm looking for gold anywhere in here. You could look to get in, right? The lower you go in the box, right? You may have a little bit of drawdown. Anything in here is going to be a beautiful area to try to sell gold again if we get that high. So my next question is going to be, well, where should I sell gold if it doesn't go back up? Well, again, in my opinion, that's probably going to be this level right here. If a candle closes below 1980, right, we just talked about it, it would have to close. Then we're probably going to see the negative 27, which is right here, which is that 1973 area that we talked about. So, you've got definitely levels. You got plenty of scalping opportunities. Remember that fib levels, when they're done correctly, they work as areas of support and resistance, as we saw here. Boom, bounced off the 38, came down, came back. So it looks to me like there's a lot more selling pressure, right? The only way I think we'll go maybe back up here is if we see some news or the market manipulation. But I'm sitting up here a little bit higher, maybe the 50%, one entry. If it goes up, second entry, but definitely see what price does here. And if it comes back down here, a low risk would be maybe if you want to try to scalp a buy, that's up to you. I'm strictly only looking for sell opportunities. So here on a smaller time frame, on that second yellow box, okay, here's the 1-hour chart. Okay, I'm looking for price to close, price to maybe come back up to retest, and then price to continue its downward movement. Okay, and up here would be our sell situation. Okay, if you got some value on gold, let me know. Drop the word gold in the comments if you got some value on gold. And as Suhair mentioned, there is definitely resistance as well, sitting at that 61 and that 88. So a great area that I think to be able to drop the hammer on some sell opportunities. Okay, let's do one more. Let's go back here, full chart. And let me get back over to my chart. Good to see the Goldie comments. And again, don't forget to like this video. We have over 30 people watching. I better have at least 30 likes in this video. We'll try to maybe do this I like this 12 noon analysis because it lets the morning crappy stuff happen, and then we can get some good entries for either the afternoon if you haven't traded, if you trade the afternoon, or setups for the next day. Okay. My coffee's got a little bit of the cold. I'm going to take a look at the NASDAQ. I like the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ has been going crazy. The NASDAQ, all the indices have a major gap as well. Okay. Major gaps down at lower levels. And let me tell you exactly where that is on my broker, because I totally forgot. So 1417 14100. So 14100. Okay, all the way down here, roughly, because there's a little bit of a difference, right? We have, come on now, all the way down here, we've got gaps. Okay, we've got gaps. So you're probably saying, holy Toledo. Yep, holy Toledo. We have gaps all the way down here now from 2 weeks ago that did not close. Even with a bad jobs report on Friday, again, 2 years ago, that would have been tanking the market. In today's market manipulation, nope. I think there's a lot of stuff going on with Israel, Ukraine, sending money to every other country possible. They want to keep the American people happy. So they want, this bubble is going to burst. And when it bursts, I want to ride this train down. Okay, I want to ride this train down. So let's take a look at our day on the NASDAQ. Okay, I have an alert here on purpose because if it crosses here, I'm going to go in with a heavy lot size to swing trade it back down at least 100 points. Okay, so I have an alert here because this is a strong level. So I have my alert right in the middle of that level. We came very close to it. Okay, but we did not come to that level yet. So take a look at the NASDAQ here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do some counting on this session. Okay, let's do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we close in green, we will have 7 straight positive days on the NASDAQ, even with some terrible earnings and jobs reports and everything else. And you can say almost the exact same thing for the US 30. And by the way, since I'm on the US 30, I put this out, I don't know if it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. We are at the yellow level. I said, hey, if you want to wait till yellow level, it's going to give you better result. And we are there now for the sell. Okay. So just FYI, since I happen to jump on this screen here, if we are at that sell level of US 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this would be a 6th day if it closes in green. I would wait till the day closes, honestly, because this can turn back around and go a little bit higher to go back up to the highs. But I just made myself a note, wait till the end of the day. And if price does not close higher than here, I am selling US 30. Okay. FYI, you heard it here live. If the daily candle does not close higher than 34,200, I am selling it. And when it comes to the US 30, I look for 50 points or higher. I don't do 20 points. I do 50 points because they move so much faster and more bang for your buck. Okay. So you heard it here first. Extra bonus coverage on the professor's live analysis. Okay. So we are here, right? Again, if price comes back into this box, ladies and gentlemen, I am taking the teacup approach and I am selling down. I'm not saying it's going to drop 800 points. What I'm saying is you're going to be able to have enough points for you to go out there and enjoy a nice dinner, whether it's 20 at a time, 40 at a time, or what have you. On the NASDAQ, I like doing 30 at a time. Okay. On the NASDAQ, I like doing 30 at a time. Okay. So again, I would wait to see what happens for the rest of the day because you never know that there might be some news coming out. Let's drop a fib level. I know we're higher than 61, but look where we're at. Look where we're at. We're in the blue light special. We're in the blue light special. We're between the 61 and the 88. It just looks wider. So there's the 88 covered by the bottom of my zone. Okay. So we're in the blue light special. If we cannot close above the 88 by the end of the day, the NASDAQ is going to have a negative day. It has to have a negative day. We have to see some retracement levels back here. This candle has a lot of liquidity. Okay. There's a gap down here. Put the odds in your favor. I'm giving you the scoop. What is going on with some of these gaps that are still open? You have an advantage for being here. Okay. You have an advantage for being here. So be patient. I know some of you right now are like this. So let me back up. You're like dying to hit buy or sell. Be patient. Let these day candles close out. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I promise you, right? If you though most of you don't know me personally, only a few of you here know me personally, right? Like I'm a man of my word. I'm very big on my faith. I promise you, if you just stay here long enough, you're going to see a difference in your trading. You're going to see a difference in your mindset. You're going to see a difference in the way you approach life because you're thinking a little bit better. Again, trading should not be stressful. Like trading is fun. I call trading a hobby. Even though it's a business for me, I go in with a mindset of, man, I love what I'm doing. It's fun. Make it fun. I'm going to make it fun in this community for us. All right, we're going to keep it light in here and we're going to make it fun. So let's make it fun. Okay, so unless the NASDAQ, if the NASDAQ does not close above the 88 for me, or it goes into this box, then here, I'm looking to sell back down. Okay, that back down depends on how far down you want to go. Let me go back to full screen. How far down you want to go, that's up to you. Okay. Some of you might be thinking, well, should I get in now because I don't want to miss it? Well, that's up to you. It's in a nice area. I'm not going to lie to you. It's in a nice area. If you are a swing type of trader, man, this is a great area for you to enter a small position and let it ride, right? So because I'm seeing this rejection here twice now on these wicks. So I'm not going to tell you price action isn't saying that. What I'm saying is if you wait a little bit longer, because now it's lunchtime, the markets are now on computers. They're going to move up 20. They're going to move down 20. They're going to move up 10. They're going to move down 10. There's going to be another push around 233. You never know of any weird wacko news that can come out from anywhere in the world. The market makers may have tons of sell orders that they want to take out, so they're going to push it back up to the highs. I'm personally going to wait. Okay, I'm personally going to wait to see if we get a retracement back up towards this level here. Okay, back towards the top of the yellow box. Okay, I'm going to wait to see somewhere near there. Then I'm going to want to, look to get in that area. And it's not too many points away. We're talking 133. We're talking about another 40 points, 30, 40 points, right? But that's a decision that you all have to make. But again, don't rush. But if you feel comfortable going in now and you don't care if it goes back up for some drawdown and then you get another, that's up to you. I don't know all your individual trading styles. For me, I'm going to let this day candle close because even if it closes down lower, then I know that we still got to go lower and I'll find the next entry because this little beautiful thing down here that they have not closed and they have to close this. It's a big enough gap. If you go to your broker, it's a big enough gap. So that's kind of my take today. Thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate that. I do want to share this comment because I love receiving comments like this. I've always said, hey, if I can help one person, then, I feel like I've done my job. For those of you, we all have different faiths in here and I respect everyone's faith. I'm a Christian believer and I truly believe that, God calls us to be able to help others. And so, this has been my calling, being able to help people. I've got neighbors who were able to leave their full-time employment because they learned this for over 3 years and they were able to make the money they were making at the job that they didn't necessarily care for, but they waited till they supplemented that money and then they left. And they thank me for it every day. Right? They thank me for it every day because they were patient and they just listened. It took them 3 years and they said it was worth the 3 years to wait. So, I appreciate comments like that, like Sabrina, who I've never met. This is not a paid advertisement. I have no idea who she is, but I always appreciate, her value. And so here, great comment. Like if you want, I trade with alerts. So when I finish up here, I'm going to put all these alerts in my chart. I'm actually going to lower. As a matter of fact, let me do that right here, right now, so I don't forget. I'm going to lower this alert down here so you can see. I want now my alert, so it gives me a little bit of time to react to my phone. So now you see here my comments, looking to sell, because you can put comments. By the way, if you don't know how to do that, let me show you real quick. Once you put an alert, you can hit that little plus sign and your alert's set. You can double click on it. This box will pop up. Okay. You can say crossing up, crossing down, less than, equal than. I don't do none of that crap. I just put crossing up and then I put notes, look to sell. I can be on my phone. I could be in my car line pickup for my son. I could be on a cruise with Wi-Fi and I can get the alert and I could kind of work my life that way. I do not sit at charts at home. I live off alerts. So that alert is set. So awesome advice, my friend. Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Samira. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't know what happened with the pep talk today. I was on a nice walk overlooking traffic, and I don't know what happened to my phone audio. I did have a headset that I normally don't use, and something must have happened there. So anyways, cool. Okay, so we are wrapping up today's live session. If you got some value, definitely let me know in the comments. And again, if you're here and you're not yet a member, again, for the price of a cup of coffee, right? $4.99 a month, you go out and try to find another YouTube channel in the trading space that does this for this cost, that's in a Telegram channel talking with you, building community, doing a live session, everything else. You're probably not going to find it. If you do, tell them congratulations, tell them thank you on my behalf, because we're very rare in today's day and age, right? So again, I just want to be able to make this inclusive for everyone, no matter where you are at. Our members channel is diverse. We've got people in India, Dubai. We've got a lot of female traders. By the way, shout out to all the female traders that are taking control of their own future by saying, I'm going to learn this stuff, right? So we have a lot of female traders in our group. But if you will, take this video, take the link, share it on your social media. That helps me out, get more people on here and the algorithms. And again, that motivates me to just continue giving value. My goal, honestly, is to reach 100,000 people. I don't know if I'm going to be alive to reach 100,000 people, but that's always my goal. Like, I want that YouTube plaque. That is just a life goal of mine, right? So I'm going to do it one subscriber at a time. I don't buy subscribers. I don't do none of that crap. Just giving value. And hopefully enough people will share, will invite others, that we can reach that goal together over the next couple of years. Okay. So yeah, that is one of my personal goals. I set goals for myself. I just crossed 20,000. Thank you to all of you for helping me do that. And again, if English is not your primary language, hopefully, I always tell myself, speak as slow as possible so that everyone can understand. I dub all my videos with subtitles, but on lives, I cannot do that, unfortunately. Okay, awesome. And yeah, Omar, I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot of channels out there just trying to make money, and then you never hear from them. How do I know? Because I had friends join other channels who said they were getting, one post a day if they were lucky, right? The person then never heard from them. So you're not going to get that from me. So if you can like videos, share my videos, invite other people, we'll definitely keep this up and going. So thank you all for your comments. I appreciate all of you that were here today. I'm going to be wrapping this up. I'm going to be wrapping this up here in just a minute. I got to go do a couple of things. I'm hoping for that NASDAQ to go off. Those of you in the members area, if my NASDAQ alert hits, I will let you know. Okay. Now, I know we're all in different time frames. I'm in Miami, Eastern time zone. If you send messages to me after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will not see them until about 6:30 in the morning. All right. I lock in, I turn off, I put on focus on my iPhone, go to sleep, whatever it's called. And I do a little bit of night TV and then I go to bed. So I'm an early riser. I like to start my day early. I like to pump out my productivity early, answer people, get people in. I teach college courses in leadership. I like to answer my students, grade papers, and then get to trading as the alerts hit as well. That's pretty much my day. Okay, so I'm committed to my college students just as much as I'm committed to my trading students as well. Okay, so thank you all for being here, and I'll see you in the members area. Have a beautiful day. Go out for a walk, get on a treadmill, work on your heart, work on your head. This right here is the biggest weapon that you have. This right here is the only thing that will determine if you make it or you don't make it. Trading will become easy, but your mindset will be the hardest thing that you fight each and every day. The mindset of greed, the mindset of fear, the mindset of I got to get in, the mindset of let me see if the baby turns around and you're down $1,000 and you know it's not coming back anytime soon. If you can fix this, you got it. If you can fix this, and this took me about almost 4 years to fix. If you can fix this, you're set. Not only in trading, but in life, relationships, and your faith, with the way you feel. This right here is a powerful, powerful tool if you use it right. If you don't use it right, it can put you in a spiral of despair as well. Okay? And hopefully we'll be talking more about that as we go forward. I want to do some vlogs on the mindset space and just include it in my channel as well for those of you that maybe want to take a peek and just listen. I wanted to do some podcasting as well, but I don't know how many people are patient to just listen to a line going up and down. So I'll just go on camera, maybe talk for 30 minutes at a time just to give some value in the motivational space. I've done this for a long time. That's kind of been where I came from. I've done a lot of public speaking with motivational talk, so it's very natural to me. And if I can help some of you kind of re-gear that, right? Not for trading, just for life. To me, your faith and your family are more important than this thing here. So if I can re-change you a little bit to just be a better human, live life a little bit better, enjoy yourself a little bit better, then that's going to be more important than making a few bucks, in the trading market. Okay. Have a good day, everyone.